Home Shop. My name is Scott, and crawling around on the floor looking for her thread pitch gauge because one of us lost it. It may have been me, could have been her, is
Kira.
There you go. She is over there on the floor. She is right. Wait a minute, I can find her in a minute. Right there. Down on the floor, right there. There you go. Alright, had to look at the monitor. Alright. This is a Monarch Dyna table lift system that we were working on, and I was bleeding the legs, and two of the legs have splits in them from the extruding process. I am fixing to try to bleed the other one and see if it will bleed. If I can bleed the air out of it. This one has a crack in it. And I'm going to try to solder it up again, but I don't think it's going to hold. I don't have any soldering paste, and so I was going to braze it up, but I don't have any brass brazing rod. And I could go buy it, but all I have is a plumber's torch. I don't have an oxyacetylene torch or anything like that. So, alright. So that's what we're going to do now is we're going to do that. So I'll bring you back when I get set up to do that. All right, Kara will be back. Kara will be back. Kara will be back. All right. So now what we got to do is we got this line for this one submerged under the oil, and this is power steering fluid. Your power steering on your truck is hydraulic system. And this is also made for food grade oil too. I'm pretty sure it has nitrile seals in it, which are made for rubber. Which are made for oil. We're going to grab it down here. And it takes a little bit for that oil to go through that line. Yeah, got suction on it. Before it didn't have it. It takes it a minute to get down there. You can tell it's coming in because when you let it up, it goes back less each time. It just takes a long time to get it all in, all the oil in that little tiny line. Yeah, there, right up against it now. That's it. Yeah, we don't need that out here. And now I'm gonna push it back, get all the air out of the line. Hold that down there for a minute and it'll suck it all back in. Now the pump is completely back. It's all the way back. It takes it a while. Waiting on it to There's a little bit of residual suction on it. We're going to leave it under the oil for a little bit of time, just to make sure that it'll go ahead and pull it all in there. You won't let the dog out. All right. Now, this is pulled all the way down. The cylinder is pulled all the way down. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go in here and air coming out of it, so we're going to make sure that this is pumped all the way full. And there it is. Air's still coming out of it. We'll just keep on topping it off. We're just going to leave that up there. until that goes down. Now, while that's doing that, and while that's charged full of oil, this piston is pulled all the way back in here. And so when we put it together, we'll collapse this cylinder, and we'll get it about halfway collapsed, and then we'll just let the oil run down because we already made a mess. We got oil right down here to catch it up here. Already a mess in the floor. The whole thing's a mess, isn't it, Tara? It's a mess because you made it.
I didn't make it, you made it.
Yeah, man, that thing's taking forever to get that oil out of there. Alright, next. Lord mercy. Oh, where did that go? Other than everywhere.
I don't know. That looks great.
Yes, it did. It just sprayed and went everywhere. All over me, probably. Alright, there's that. So let's push this cylinder back about halfway so that we don't have to push all that oil back. I mean, all that oil out on the ground. And we're going to take this. And now I'm going to grab this, put it in this little hole right here so it doesn't scoot off the table. Well, actually in this one. Alright. I need a wrench. Right here, baby. You can't go get a wrench if you don't know what size it is. I'm just going to push this down. I'm going to get all the air out of there. And right before it hits the bottom, I'm going to Alright, that one seems to be working. The other two are working. So that one's charged.
Alright.
I've had people ask me, why do you wipe your gloves off? Well, the gloves are here to keep the crap off my hands. The rag's here to keep the crap off my gloves. Let me look here and see. Oh, I didn't get any oil on there. I don't know where it went. Alright, anyway. Well, the next thing is we got to clean this cylinder out. So we'll just put this one in here. Alright, there's that. This is a mess. Normally a hydraulic table has got ridges around it where you trap the oil and stuff like that. Not your floor. And the shop will be stinking for many months to come.
It will.
Alright, now we need to pull this out. Seal's not cut. Where is it? No. Oh, that's just an O-ring seal. We have O-rings. And those are wipers. I mean spacers. I don't know how you get that on there. sure. Alright, well the O-ring's in good shape. Alright, so what we have to do is we have to clean this out. First thing I'm going to do is start with the cheaper of the stuff. I'm going to start with the mineral spirits because it's cheaper. Cheaper to use and cheaper to waste. And naphtha is $8 for that little quart. I want to make sure I get it clean, clean, clean. See right where it's coming from. Good, get on, come on out of there, let all that run out. Don't scratch my face.
Here?
Yeah. Thank you. Alright. Do this again. Alright. Where's the naphtha? Where's the naphtha?
Right here.
I hate these. I hate these with a passion. Alright. So now I need you, Kara.
What?
I need you to take all of this. Well, I'll do it. here to the other side of the shop. Now look where the camera is. We're gonna go over here to the other side of the shop. Think we should transport them?
Transport 'em.
I'm back. See? Was that fast? Alright. Why I think this is going to work is because by the time you get the gland in down here, by the time you get the piston down here, the seal is up above where the crack is. Okay? So the leg, once you get this put in the leg doesn't let the cylinder bottom completely out. But if it did, it would blow the bottom out of it. So this is only for me trying to pull a vacuum on it with the plunger to pull the oil in it. So we're going to see if we can get it to work. Hopefully we can. Straight up. Right. That took all the way around. Now let's go buffer up. I didn't feel like transporting you this time. I just figured you'd have to walk like I did. know, I keep trying to do that, and I realize, hey, stupid, if you'll just turn the air off for a second, you can put it in there. The battery post cleaner up on top. Yeah, right there. I don't do heat. I don't like hot. I don't mind working. I just don't mind. I'm not gonna be miserable. Make sure she's clean. Alright, well, we shall see if it works. Let me cool myself off. Alright, so now we've got it all soldered up, and we're going to see if it works. Like I said before, all this has to do is hold a vacuum so that I can charge the line, pull the line in and charge it with oil. The piston doesn't come down all the way to the very bottom. It sets in this holder right here. And there's depth to that holder down there. So it can't go all the way down. It's not going to come down here and put hydraulic pressure down there on that pad. I would not have soldered a Band-Aid on the outside of it. I would have taken it somewhere and having it welded up with bronze wire or something to that effect. But that's not what this is about. This is about that I need to pull that ram all the way down, that piston pat all the way to the bottom to get it completely charged full of oil. Now we're going to hook the line back up to it with my line hooking assistant. Line hooking assistant,
Hi.
please come to the table. Alright. Hose assistant, are you ready to assist with the hose? Will you hand me my gloves that got blowed upon the floor? Thank you for handing me my gloves. Do you have on safety glasses? Come here and give me a little toot of air. Come here. How do you think I wanted to come here? Walk over here. There you go. Here, pull on my glove. Ah! Well, there's your problem.
So your gloves are.
Alright, go give me another one.
Sir.
These gloves are good for one time, but I use them over and over again. Think about ready to put another box up there. I don't like them loose, but I don't like them so tight that I can't get them on. And my thing is once you wear a glove and your hands sweat, you can't dry it off enough with a towel to put your glove back on. What the world? That's the thumb. Well, no wonder I'm in the wrong hole. That's the thumb, that's the fingers.
That's not going on.
My hands are wet. There. Alright. Good gravy. All that to put a glove on. Alright. Now we got to put this back in here. Now, who says you can't reuse barrels? According to that logic, I'd have changed these barrels out about 10 times already. You can reuse them. I reuse them. No, you can't take one off and reuse it, but you can take a line off and put it back on. Alright, so now we're going to stick that down in there, down in the oil, and we're going to put this down in here, lock it in there. Now, just make sure that there's no grip. I've already blowed it out with an air hose. Now we need to make sure that there's nothing wrong with the seal. If not, it's got oil on it. Went right in. Yeah, it went right in, no problem. Now we just need to put the give me a big pressing wrench. Yes, I know you're not supposed to use this as a hammer. I'm fully aware of that. But it worked really good. Alright. Oh, air's out. Let's see. I can hold it and see what it's going to do. It's not pulling it back in. It may have not have sealed. The crack could be higher up than what we know. Also could be, no, we're plenty of oil. Oh, it's just sticking. Just seal it. Just waiting on it to pull the oil in line. This is the slow process. Now you can see what we're about to do. We got it bled. We had to do a little bit off camera, so we're going to put this in here. Run it down like one thread so it can move around. We're going to put this one down here. There's a hole in the table. I'm sticking this in. Alright, we took it apart and filled it from the bottom. Now what I'm going to do, make sure I can turn this. I can. Now I'm going to push down on this. And you'll see it's pushing out oil. I have to go all the way down because the oil is just like a rod. It's absolute. If I charge it way up here, it's got nowhere to go. I got to push it all the way down. Make sure there's no air coming out. And that's also forcing oil down in the pump. And while that's all saturated in oil, just smothered in oil, you can't pull in air if I don't pull it back up and turn her down. There you go. Now, with my lovely assistant,
Okay.
are you ready to assist?
Ready to assist.
Alright. I hope you can get that on there. That'll be a great assistance. Alright, now let's move them down here. There you go.
Are you ready?
Aren't you clever? Here, do that one then. Right in front of you. Alright.
Side.
Whatever. Now here's one snap ring. Another snap ring.
On here.
Right here. Here's the other snap ring. Alright, so now we got to put them in these legs. And these legs are what you was asking me about a while ago. Go get me a rag, I'll wipe them off. Oh, we can't weld to them.
Yeah.
They're aluminum. My plan was spoiled again. I was just going to weld them on because they're just the cylinders. They're not the Well, they're just the guides. They're not the actual hydraulic cylinder. I can't because it's aluminum. Well, you can weld to aluminum. I just can't weld steel to aluminum. So I'll have to make a bracket. La-di-da. Alright, now we're going to stick this one down in there. There you go. Last time we had to pull it out. Alright, so there's that one. Now let's put this one in. Ah, oh, everywhere. Hey, you can't go in deeper than 1/4 of an inch. Hey, you can't go in deeper than 1/4 of an inch. Oh, that tube literally spread it right into the side. Alright, so push that down. Put the snap ring on. Alright, so there it goes. So now, we're going to lay them like this. Everybody can see. I don't need you to copy me. What? There they all are. Let's turn them down. Now I got to get right here for a minute. Move this. Clean this all up. Ah, this is a mess, man. I'm telling you. I put that right here like that, where I can get over here off camera. Let's turn them off. I'll turn it off. And now let me crank the handle. One crank, they all took off. One crank, they all took off. So now we're going to go all the way out. Crank it. You can crank it. You don't have to crank it with me. You can crank it. Keep going.
Why is one behind?
Huh?
Well, oh, never mind. They're still on.
They're dead in line with each other.
It looks like one that one you just touched right there. It looks like that one was back.
I'm not worried about that close.
You gotta keep turning.
Yep. What she's doing is she's cranking the handle, which there's 4 rods and 4 pistons in here. All right, now take them back the other way. All the way back. They don't retract. You have to push them back. The weight of the table will set them back down. You know what we're going to use to put these on?
What?
We're going to use your transfer points if they'll thread in there. We're going to screw them into the bottom holes, put them up there where we want them, bing, tap them. That's why you have these adjustment legs. These adjustment legs right there is what helps you fine tune it. All right, is that it?
That's it.
All right, hold it right there. All right, let me grab this one. All right, that one went in. That bump you hear is the fact that it did suck the cylinder back about a ½ inch, and you're running into it. Right now we're just pushing the oil back up into the pump. Ah, come on, come on, come on, come on. I'm almost gonna give out energy. Right. Well, that works.
Yay.
That worked. Like I said, all I had to do on that cylinder that was messed up was get it to where I could get it primed. When it's in the guide, when it's in that gray metal guide, and put down in there, the cylinder can't extend all the way down to no more than about that much of the bottom. So it wasn't helping us any. And I'm not going to save these gloves, Tara.
Okay.
I know we ain't rich, but you can't put on sweaty gloves and I turn them inside out. Now they're oily gloves. Alright. So that's all reworked. That's all rebuilt. It's all primed up. And that's the end of this video.
Okay, okay.
So don't forget to,
Like and subscribe.
like she said, don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below.
Ooh, and give us a thumbs up.
And don't forget to give us a thumbs up.
And
Share our video.
share our video.
Share our channel.
Share our channel to your friends, family, co-workers, and everybody. And your cousins.
And if anybody out there has an extra thread pitch gauge, like a brownish sharp or something, I mean, it don't have to be a brownish sharp. I'm just looking for the long ones, the ones you get from like Lowe's or Home Depot or the parts store, the little bitty tiny things about that long, and I can't see them. I don't know where to get them from, and somebody may have one. There are a couple, 2 or 3 extra. So if you do,
Send one up.
all right. Till next time,
If I could do it,
you can do it.